Hello, my name is Tim, my company is Sports and Touring, and it's a great pleasure to show you this beautiful Toyota GT86 Pro. Here at Sports and Touring, we are sports car enthusiasts. We love a vehicle which combines good looks, good engineering, a satisfying and rewarding experience at the wheel, and performance. And the Toyota GT86 delivers all of those things. Excellent engineering, a very eye-catching profile and design with beautiful design features around the car which catch the eye. Excellent handling, in fact renowned handling. This is a car very much known as a driver's vehicle. And yet it's a practical car too. It's a 2+2, it's got a good size boot, and it's pretty economical. So the Toyota GT86 ticks an awful lot of boxes for us. And then it's a pleasure to find one like this in metallic black on these beautiful 17-inch 10-spoke diamond cut alloy wheels, and in very good condition with great history too. It's a car which has been looked after internally and externally. It is in very good order indeed, and it is a thing of beauty to look at and delivers a great experience behind the wheel. Let's take a look inside. The car comes, of course, with 2 remote key fobs. And opening the door and looking into the cockpit, we can immediately see that this is a car with its own design vocabulary. From the headrests through the stitched leather, the profile of the seats, of the centre console and dashboard, round to these lovely suede accents. This is a beautifully designed cockpit. Sitting down into the driver's seat, and the dashboard is very well laid out, clear and straightforward, and with that multifunction display on the right-hand side, which we'll look at in just a moment. Starting over my left shoulder, we've got a useful stowage there with 2 cup holders, switches for the heated seats, of course, traction control selector, this lovely 6-speed manual gearbox. It's short throw, the positive action. It's a real pleasure to change gear in this car. Then we've got the climate controls and, of course, the infotainment system. It's push-button start, so we can start the engine there and see the dashboard come to light. Over on the right-hand side here, we've got useful indications throughout the multifunction display, which include engine parameters there, and even a G-meter if you're manoeuvring aggressively on a country road or even possibly on a racetrack. Well laid out controls on the steering wheel. We've got the audio controls on the left and multifunction on the right, and down here just above my right knee we've got the cruise control selector as well. Automatic lights and wipers on the right there complement the other equipment around the steering wheel. And then here in the center console we have the infotainment system, which includes media options, FM, DAB radio, Bluetooth audio and auxiliary input, satellite navigation as you saw a moment ago, and Bluetooth telephony as well, of course. It's a great, well laid out cockpit, a lovely place to be, a lovely place to sit, and that's before you start moving and you feel the wonderful way that this car handles. It really is an exceptional car once on the road. I mentioned the GT86 is a practical car, and one of the practical things about it is the boot. 237 litres and a very sensible space. It is a box-shaped space, more or less, so you can get hard suitcases in without any trouble. It extends out behind the rear wheel arches on either side, so you can get longer items in. Plenty of room whether you're going to pick up the weekly shop or heading off on holiday. And one of the things that makes the GT86 not only a great sports car for the weekend, but a great daily driver too. Coming round to the passenger side of the car, and again, everything is in very good order. The door card is unblemished. The dashboard, footwell, and so forth are pretty well perfect. And the seat, I would say, has very seldom been occupied. Taking a look in the back, we can release the seatbelt there and hinge the seat forward and see that it's a 2+2. There's not a lot of legroom in the rear of a GT86, so it's more a car that you could bring a couple of friends home from the pub in, perhaps, rather than something that 4 of you would set off on a long trip together in, because the legroom is 2+2 legroom, not 4-seater. But nonetheless, it's a useful space. You would get a couple of adults in there for a short journey, or a couple of kids for a longer trip. Under the bonnet, and it looks a little bit unconventional, and that's because it is a little bit unconventional. This is the Toyota Subaru D4S Boxer engine, and that means the crankshaft is in the middle of the engine. There are 2 cylinders on one side and 2 cylinders on the other side, and they are working in opposition to each other, and there are several engineering benefits of that. This power plant then 200 horsepower, propelling the GT86 from 0 to 60 in just 7.6 seconds and on to a top speed of 140. But as I so often say, those are just the numbers. The GT86 is about the handling, the connection between car and driver, the beautifully geared steering, the crisp response to the throttle, that beautiful gearbox and clutch, all of which adds up to a great combination. And again, you can see under the bonnet that everything is very clean and correct, as it should be. The car drives brilliantly. It's flown through all of our inspections, and it really is a great pleasure to have it here. So thank you very much indeed for watching. It's been a huge pleasure to show you this beautiful Toyota GT86. We are Sports and Touring. We're just outside Andover in Hampshire. We're open 7 days a week by appointment only. You're very welcome to email, telephone or WhatsApp us with any inquiries, or if you'd like to arrange to come and see the car in person or to see it by video call. We can send you a link to the Google Drive for the car, where we've got high resolution photos and PDF copies of important documents. And if you've got a car to dispose of, we'll give you truthful and honest advice about the best way to achieve the maximum value with the minimum inconvenience. We can talk to you about finance as well. We're authorised and regulated by the FCA. Do please read our reviews on Auto Trader. I'm very proud of what we've achieved, and I do hope to hear from you very soon.